Greetings. My name is Betty Johnson. I am an award-winning author. I've written 4 books that have been published. I have more on the way. And I'm speaking to you now because we're right between Christmas and New Year. And so first I'm going to say Happy New Year. And will your New Year be happy? Have you planned next year? Or are you going to just let it come with whatever happens? So are you prepared for next year, 2011? I'm going to talk to you a little bit about planning ahead. And some people say, put money in the bank, savings, save for a rainy day. Well, that's all well and good, but why not put a list in your mind, or maybe on paper or on cards, and on the list, write what you want to happen for you in the year of 2011. And when I'm saying make a list, New Year's resolutions are not the same. Resolutions, from my perspective, have been making a promise to yourself that, well, you will lose weight, I will stop smoking, I will do this, I will do that. And very few of them are really kept, because they're not really kept with sincerity. However, by making a list of what you want, it can change your world. It can make the coming year brighter and more beautiful than you had ever dreamed of. But making a list means that one has to take charge and know what you want. Now, let's take for a moment to think about money. What is it that you want about money? Do you want to win the lottery? The mega bucks? Well, you have to buy a ticket first, because you won't win anything unless you go for it. But as you want to win the lottery and the mega bucks, what are you going to do with the money? Are you prepared to know how to invest it? You certainly don't want to invest it in real estate at this time. You don't want to invest it in stocks and bonds at this time, because those are not sure things. So how do you want to use your money? What would you use it for? Make a list of what you would use your money for. Would you put it all in the bank? Or would you get a trust? You know, a trust, to where your money might be safer than in another place. But this is just a suggestion. You can do whatever you want to. Now, that's one thing. But what if you want something else? Like, I know of a woman that I knew 30 years ago, and she had made a list of things that she wanted, and one was that she wanted her breasts to enlarge. She felt she was too flat-chested. So she put on her list that she wanted her breasts to enlarge. And a few months later, I ran into her and I said, well, did your wish come true? And she started laughing and she said, yes, my breasts got larger, but so did my waist. So this is why when you make a list of what you want to happen, think it through carefully. If you want to lose weight, maybe that's a good thing to do. But make sure that you know exactly how much you want to lose, and that it's healthy, and that your skin becomes tighter. There are things that one needs to really think about before you make up your dream. Although some dreams can be wonderful. Like mine as a little girl, I used to pore over travel brochures, and I wanted to travel the world. Well, this happened when I was 23. I didn't know how it was going to come about, because I'd almost forgotten it. But I had spent those times looking at those brochures, and it was in my mind. And then when I was 23, I had an opportunity to work for the State Department, the Foreign Service, and my first tour of duty was in Paris, France, with the embassy. So dreams do come true, and one should never give up. See, I didn't give up as a child. I just sort of put it aside and saying, well, when I grow up, I will do this. And I did. And the same thing can be for if you're looking for a special person to be in your life, whether it is in marriage or just as a lover, a dear friend. Put in your list the qualities you want. Qualities. It doesn't have to be someone that's good looking. What kind of a mind do they have? What are their values? And this is what in the coming year that each of us should think about. What is it that we really want to experience? Do we want to experience good health? Write down, I have always been healthy in every way. In every cell of my body is always increasing in health and wellness. Right, the cells of our body can hear what we have to say. So as I am speaking on this video, it is something to ponder what you want. What kind of things do you think about when you first wake up in the morning? Do you say, oh God, another day, I don't want to go to work? Or maybe, will I find a job today? Why not wake up and say, what a wonderful day this is. And I know that there is something miraculous that is coming to me this day. And then think it and believe it and know it. And it doesn't mean you have to think about it all day long, because it's such a thing as putting a seed in the ground. You don't keep digging it up to see if it's going to grow. You just know that it is so. So there are many different ways of creating what we want. And one is to wake up in the morning and bless the day. Bless your body. Bless your mind. I wrote a book with the title, Awakening the Genie Within. And the genie is very similar to Aladdin's lamp. And what is the lamp? The lamp represents our brain. And the genie is what is going to give it whatever we want, our wishes, our desires, but we have to create them, and preferably on paper or on a card. You can buy a notebook and put this down and remind yourself periodically of what you want. But genie means genius, and there is a genius in every one of us. The genius is our brain. Our brain is like a computer. And so once we realize and accept that we have the genius mind, we can imagine and think all wonderful things. And instead of paying attention to all of the woes of our life and all like that, look beyond and saying this too can change. And I am choosing to change it, and I know that new avenues, new opportunities come to me. And this is the way it is if we're looking for work. So whatever it is, it's up to you. So awaken your genius within. Awaken the genie within you. And have a magical year. And you can visit me on my website. Actually, I have two. The first one is www.bettyjohnson.com. Now, Betty is spelled B-E-T-T-Y-E. www.bettyjohnson.com. And if you want more about some of my books, then go to www.magdalenescrolls.com, because I wrote a beautiful book about Mary Magdalene. And so I'm wishing you a very wonderful year, and with blessings and love, and also don't forget to show gratitude for everything in your life. Happy New Year.